Reagan. And welcome to Fox News, Fox Sports, ESPNU,
ESPN 8,
BET War Coverage,
Military Channel.
And I'm coming at you today with the postseason coverage of America's most influential wars. We're bringing you 8 of America's most influential wars minus the Revolutionary and Civil Wars. And we have 2 strong contenders at our top spots, ranked number 1, World War I and World War II.
Yes, sir.
But I'm telling you right here, right now, just because they're ranked number 1, don't you sleep on those lower seeds. Number 4, the Mexican-American War. They can make quite a long run in this postseason bracket. And I'm telling you, if you put your money on them, it will not disappoint. Well, our first matchup today is, do you have that for us, Ronald?
Yes, I do, sir. That'll be World War II versus the Persian Gulf, and then World War I versus the Mexican-American War. And then our other 4 matchups, we got Afghanistan versus the Spanish-American War, and then the Korean War against Nam.
Oh man, Nam right there, they are ranked 3, and I think that's just not doing them justice.
Yes, God.
Well, we're going to take this over to our panel, and we'll see what happens.
God bless America.
Coverage.
Hi, I'm Ronald. Welcome back to ESPNU, ESPN 8 The Other Show, Fox News, Fox Sports, and BET.
And I'm Reagan, and we're coming to you today with Mr. Joe Greenhorn and the Colonel Sanders. And this is the coverage of postseason. This is the postseason coverage of America's most influential wars, brought to you by Bass Pro Shop and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That's right.
Gentlemen,
Buckets $2.99 now through July. God bless us.
$2.99. Gentlemen, only thing better than $2.99 buckets of chicken is this first round matchup that we have going on between World War II and the Persian Gulf War.
Buckets of chicken.
Well, I could say that this matchup's a mighty good one. We have both wars ending with the killing of powerful people, with the killing of Hitler and Saddam Hussein. What do you guys have to say about this war, these matchups?
I think World War II will take this.
Saddam Hussein was a bad person.
World War II will take this no problem. I mean, you just gotta look. 85 million people died. And that just goes to show the scope of this war. It was great.
Well, we'll see. We'll bring it over to Scott Keeper.
In order to find out more about these 2 conflicts, I brought together the 2 presidents from the eras, Franklin Roosevelt and George H.W. Bush. I met them in an undisclosed location. I'm here with Mr. FDR and Mr. George H.W. Bush. Nice to see you. So, FDR, how was World War II influential?
Well, you see, old sport. World War II was obviously the most influential war of all time because it influenced American policy for 65 years to come, and it started the Cold War and also established America as the world power.
And Mr. George H.W. Bush, how was your war influential?
Well, you know, that time period was a very strife-driven time period. Saddam Hussein had full control of Kuwait, and we just needed to stop him. It just needed to happen.
We killed Hitler.
You shut him out.
Hitler's way worse than Saddam Hussein.
We'll let the panel decide who wins this one.
All right, welcome back, and thank you, Scott, for the wonderful interview. Welcome back to Big Ten Network Sports Center, Fox News, Fox Sports, ESPNU. I'm Ronald.
And I'm Reagan. And we're here again with Joe Greenhorn and the one and only Colonel Sanders.
Welcome back, boys.
Well, thank you, Scott Keeper, for risking your life and limb to get this great information for us so we can decide on who won this first round matchup. Gentlemen, let's skip the bullshit and go straight to the votes. Who do you think won between World War II and the Persian Gulf? Ronald, we'll start with you.
Well, clearly it's World War II.
I have to agree with Ronald on this one.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree. Well, it's 2-1, so World War II wins that one.
Well, I get a vote. 2-1 for World War II. And I might change things up, but I won't, because World War II is a clear winner. 3-1, World War II takes this one. Hola, and welcome back to Fox Sports News, Fox Sports, ESPN News, ESPNU, SEC Network, BET, Cooking Channel, Nat Geo, and CNBC. And for all of you people out there that understand me, arriba! Alright, now, You're talking about the Mexican-American War versus World War I. This is another first-round matchup that's very strong and could come down to the wire. Gentlemen, what are some things you have to say about these wars besides they're just great wars?
What
Very
do you want to
influential.
us? Like, I don't want.
Oh, yeah.
What is my
My
name?
man. My bad, man. Alright, this is my main essay right here, man. This is Mr. Joe Greenhorn. This is the one and only Colonel Sanders from Kentucky Fried Chicken. And this is Ronald, and I'm Reagan. Now that we've introduced these gentlemen, what do y'all have to say about this?
You gotta go with World War One. It's pretty clear. Just look at how many countries are involved. I mean, all of Europe. I mean, the whole. I mean, it's called World War One for a reason, am I right? But fuck me.
No, man,
The
I
thing
disagree.
is,
No,
man,
I disagree
the thing
because
is, man-
Mexican American War, we influenced American policy because we got Texas, we got California, we got the Southwest, we got.
We went from a
Southwestern
little country
Americans.
to a much more grande country, man.
Sí.
I don't know what you're saying.
No.
I tell you, we cannot vote on this yet. We have to-
Before the war, we were strictly.
We came into World
I-
War
we
One
were strictly-
1917 to 1918. We did nothing.
Don't ever.
Nada.
Do you know who I'm Colonel? You don't talk over me like that anymore, alright?
Alright, Colonel, I'm going to cut you off though, even though you have to say some stuff. I'm going to cut you off because we cannot decide this winner until we send to Scott Kiefer out in the field.
Let's go Kiefer.
In order to find out more about these two wars, I went down to Mexico to meet Woodrow Wilson and James Polk.
Welcome back. This is Fox News, Fox Sports, ESPN News, ESPN The U, Big Ten Network, Discovery Channel, The Cooking Channel, BET, and Stars on Demand. I'm telling you right here, I have some unfortunate news. We have not heard from Scott Kiefer in days. He went down to Mexico for us to find out some good information
He'll
about
be
this
back.
first
He'll
round
be back.
matchup.
I don't.
Scott comes back.
Scott always comes
People
back.
This is
Back
Scott
up.
Kiefer, man.
I hope he comes back, gentlemen. I hope he comes back.
He
But
will
we just
come
need
back.
to. We just need to forget about this right now. Let him do his own thing. And
People
we
go to
need to
Mexico all
decide
the
the
time. They
winner.
never come back. They never come
Don't
back.
say that, man.
We need to decide the winner right now.
I got lost in Mexico trying to find.
Well, I'm surprised you
Taco Bell,
didn't
and
get
they
killed.
just apparently didn't have it.
I'm
I
surprised.
came
It's
back home.
Mexico.
You know Taco Bell's starting to serve alcohol? Fun fact.
God damn it,
Taco Bell,
Casey.
go to KFC.
Alright, after a short intervention when we debated the difference between Taco Bell and KFC.
KFC's better.
Yes, it is, because it's real American food, not any of that Mexican food.
True.
Anyway,
Biscuits, $2.99. Oh no, biscuits 99 cents for 4 until July 4th.
well, that's a deal. And you know what the better deal is? We're about to make this vote on the first round matchup.
Yes,
Gentlemen, the matchup between the Mexican-American War and World War I has come down to the wire. What are we going to have to say about this one?
In my opinion, my professional opinion, you got to go with World War One.
I'm
No
going
doubt,
with
no doubt in my
Mexican
mind.
American. Mexican American.
I'm
It's
telling
called
you,
the Great War.
Nope.
The Great
It's
War,
great.
but have you ever been out to Texas? Ever been out to Cali? Ever been out to any of the Southwest? It's so nice. The
Yeah.
Mexican-American War got us that.
Mexican
That
American War.
is the reason
My
I'm
vote-
still in business.
My vote goes for the Mexican-American War.
Ronald votes
Senor.
Mexican American War.
I,
Senor.
I'm-
Let's vote for the Mexican American
That 3
War.
votes, Colonel, where'd your vote fall?
Colonel, just
World
join.
War One.
3-1, Mexican-American War wins.
Arriba!
Welcome back. This is ESPN News, Fox News, Fox Sports, ESPN The U, SEC Network, Nat Geo, BET, and The Cooking Channel.
PBS.
PBS also sponsors us, and thank you to viewers like you. Well, today, we are continuing our coverage of the postseason coverage of America's most influential wars. We are going to talk about now our next first-round matchup in between the Afghanistan War and the Spanish and American War. We have our panel of esteemed judges, Mr. Joe Greenhorn, the Colonel Sanders, and Ronald. And I'm Reagan.
Hi, I'm Rob.
Gentlemen, these two wars, the Afghanistan War and the Spanish-American War, they both did so much to change U.S. policy, and they both did so much to advance our place in the world. How could we ever decide which one is more influential?
Well, I mean, we really got to look at how the Spanish-American War affected America. We took down the greatest empire of the time, the Spanish Empire, and established us as a serious world player, if you will.
Well, I strongly disagree.
Second.
Thank you. Afghanistan, the search for Osama bin Laden has greatly influenced U.S. policy, United States of Americans' views towards the Middle East, just for years. And that is just more influential than taking out some little empire across the Atlantic Ocean. I'm sorry, that's what I believe.
Well, you
You
know,
know what? This is an important question, but even more important is cornbread, free cornbread with any bucket, 2 pieces, now through July 4th.
well, as you guys at home
Yes.
eat that cornbread with your bucket of chicken, we'll watch these two wars duke it out on the playing field. Now back to Scott Kiefer, who traveled to an undisclosed location to find out.
What up, everybody? My name is Ryan. Welcome to ABC 7 News, ESPNU, ESPN8, The Old Show. We got Animal Planet, Discovery Channel, National Geographic Network, MSNBC. Catch Lockup tonight, 10 p.m. But 107.5 GCI, Chicago, put the guns down. We got 10 joints in a row, man. I'm here with Reagan, Colonel, and what's your name, son?
Joe Greenhorn.
Joe. Nice to meet you. man.
Hashtag pray for Scott.
Free Scott.
1 bucket of chicken at KFC equals 1 prayer.
One prayer, man, we need to go. Hashtag free Scott, and while we're talking about freeing our homeboys, I'm telling you, hashtag free Gucci, free Gucci. He in there locked up, we need the free Gucci. This new mixtape, King Gucci, just dropped. Check that out on SoundCloud. Check it out anywhere you get service.
Gucci's my #1 customer, man. I need him out.
I think we should bring it back to.
Let's go back to history,
Let's
boys.
bring it back.
All right,
Bring it back.
Free Gucci.
Bring it back.
So we're talking about Afghanistan now.
Afghanistan and World War II, big matchup.
Oh, that is a very exciting matchup
Both
we have
show.
today.
Both some
I
pretty
have
high
to say,
seeds.
because we have the most influential modern war, obviously, versus the most influential war of the past. So it's
I mean,
very interesting.
Afghanistan, Iraq is the longest conflict that the U.S. has ever been involved in. It's over 10 years, longer than Vietnam.
Although,
The most expensive war that we've
Yeah,
ever been involved in.
billions.
2 trillion
Two
plus.
Lots of dollars on
plus
us.
dollars.
although 450,000 people died, U.S.
You are
soldiers
right.
died in World War
And we
II.
used the atomic bomb in
And
World War
we-
II as well.
And we dropped bombs.
We dropped bombs.
You see, but the Afghanistan war ushered in a new era of the war on terror that has completely gripped our society ever since we went into Afghanistan.
World War II killed Hitler.
Hitler was a nobody, man.
Did you just say Hitler was
Hitler.
a nobody?
Hitler was
Just
somebody.
say killed
Lives of
Hitler
millions.
killed 11 million Jews.
He did.
6
It's bad math, it's
million
okay.
Jews.
6 million.
It's a big
Not
number.
11. Not 11.
Almost as big as my paycheck every month.
You work for Fox News, you don't make that much money.
And now back to the final vote. Gentlemen, judges, please place your vote on the ballot and then pass it in to me for the final tally. Please fold it up and keep it concealed to just yourself.
No, please have a pen, good man. Thank you, sir.
Alright, the polls are officially closed, and now let's tally the votes. 1 vote, World War II. Yes. 1 vote, Afghanistan. It's tied 1-1. 2 votes, World War II. This is the decision. 3 votes, World War II. Well, it looks like Afghanistan was voted off of the island. Can we have your vote? Trust your judgment. What is it? Good choice. Final. America, the vote is in. All three of our judges voted for Vietnam, and I make the fourth. Vietnam moves on to the final round. Good evening, America. This is Fox News, Fox Sports, ESPN News, ESPN The U, SEC Network, Big Ten Network, CNBC, ABC, NBC, Nat Geo, Discovery Channel, and BET. And we're coming at you live tonight with our final matchup of this year's ESPN postseason coverage of America's most influential wars. Our final matchup is between two great wars in American history, the Vietnam War and World War II. This matchup got pretty testy at times, and I'm telling you, it's going to come down to a wire. But I think one of these wars in particular has this one in the sack, and I think they're going to go home with all the glory.
Absolutely. You know what? Vietnam, they've really made a Cinderella run. Like, they've been balling out there.
It's been nuts.
I mean, it really has been nuts. But World War II, you know, they're always on their game. You know, they come out every day, compete.
They just got it in the sack. They just got it.
I think World War II really does have us in the sack.
Yeah, totally agree.
I mean, you got anything else to say there, Ronald?
This competition has been nuts the whole time, but I mean, yeah, World War II has it, man.
Vietnam put up a great fight. They lasted to the end, but you know, I don't know, man. World War II just kind of had this one from the beginning in my eyes. They came in ranked number one. Vietnam was a little slept on in the beginning. Their rankings were kind of low, but I'm telling you,
I mean,
World War II is hard to compete with considering all the influence it had on America.
They lowballed Vietnam in the beginning, though. We can all agree on that.
Yeah,
I think
yes,
so.
sir.
The only thing you can say about the one thing that makes you stick on Vietnam is America really, when they went to Vietnam, they just declared that they were going to go balls deep into the fight against communism.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
about World War II. We went balls deep into the fight against Hitler and the Axis powers. So I think that trumps communism.
And influenced communist beliefs for 65 years to come, and it still influences it. People hate Russia.
It's true. Well, gentlemen, let's just stop all the chitter-chatter. Let's stop going back and forth, all this.
Let's announce this champion.
Yeah. Gentlemen, for one final time, what are your votes? Ronald?
World War II, man.
World War II.
World War II.
World War II.
And if Scott was with us today, he would definitely vote World War II. I know it's Scott's that guy.
Scott,
Man, what a nutty character.
Scott, if
but
you're a
he
drug
had
mule,
what's going
Scott, if you're
on.
a drug mule out there, please give us a call.
Scott's gonna be okay.
Remember,
He has the balls to make
1-800
it
get
through.
some. Thank you. Welcome back and good evening. Our normal broadcast covering the postseason coverage of America's most influential wars will have to take a break for a few minutes because of a recent development we have just found out involving our infield correspondent Scott Kiefer. When he was down in Mexico covering the Mexican-American War, we believe he was snagged by the Mexican cartel.
God.
Our last information is that he's either smuggling drugs across the border for the cartel,
Drug mule.
or he's dead. We're going with the second one. And in the case of his untimely death, we're going to take a few minutes to recall our favorite memories about the great Scott Kiefer. Gentlemen, I would have to say my favorite memory of Scott is just the way he wore his pants way above the waistline. He pulled them up so far. I don't understand why he was doing it, but he did it anyway.
He was like
He's
75
just
years old.
No. Just doing it.
My most prominent memory is just the weird, creepy voice that he talked in.
Yes, God.
The weird, the
God.
pauses in places there shouldn't be pauses, and the weird, soft tone of maybe a pedophile.
wasn't born for digging deep holes. I'm not made for paving long roads. I ain't cut out to climb highline poles, but I'm pretty good at drinking beer. I'm not the type to work in a bank. I'm no good